earlier tonight. It was great for high school football. Time to hit the buzzer and kick off a 2-minute warning. Brian and Ariel, as we take a look at the games that you had a chance to see tonight.
Yeah, Donnie, the Pizza Hut 2-minute warning. And look, for the 4th straight week, we have a new, different temporary Blitz set. But hey, we're getting it done. The Lemoore locker room will travel. And we have ourselves our 2-minute warning as always. And guess what? The Parrott Academy back in action tonight with some 8-man football. Trying to get geared up for the playoffs. They took on Grace Christian. And this was a wild game. The first half took almost 2 hours. And, well, Shy Thompson was not shy about scoring a whole bunch for the Patriots as he goes 50 yards for this touchdown, and that made the fans all sorts of happy in that Kinston private school. And yeah, there they are. And then how about Shy Thompson one more time? APA and Shy Thompson going hand in hand. This game was actually called with 9 minutes to go simply because it was just taking too long and the Parrott Academy was winning so big. They take it 62-22, so Parrott Academy gets a big win over Grace Christian. We've got a lot more games to show you. Look at all the helmets we got set ready here on our Lemoore locker room set, including a big one between Pamlico and Tarboro. But first, let's go into the Zebra Zone to see what they have to say this week.
Juice on 3. 1, 2, 3, juice!
It's for our man Jimmy Juice Holmes, who was a mentor in our association. He passed away a few years ago. Wear a bracelet to honor him, and we break down with his name before every game.
Yeah, we go.
Channel 12! Hurricane Michael didn't stop high school football games. It just split them up between Wednesday and Friday. So we have all the highlights from both days on this weekend edition of the Blitz. West Craven and Green Central had a first place showdown in Snow Hill.
We got to get a stop or a turnover. We've done it twice down here before, right?
James Keenan had a border war with Spring Creek. And the Pamlico Hurricanes tried to blow through Tarboro, but the defending state champs had something to say about it. Time for Kevin Motsinger to get us motivated.
There you go!
The beer starts now! Every workplace needs a Kevin Motsinger just running around going, do your job.
I just want it on replay and a speaker somewhere around here. It's awesome.
We are getting the job done here on the Blitz. For the 4th straight week, we're in a different environment. Of course, we still can't get back into the station. That seems like it. But yet, we're getting the job done as we had 10 games tonight, and we're going to start with the one that was the battle of undefeateds we're talking about, Tarboro and Pamlico. That is our Blitz Premier matchup, our Barbara Hendrick Blitz Premier matchup. And boy, a beautiful sunset tonight and a beautiful night for football. But remember last year, Pamlico scored on their first possession? Well, this year, the first time they touched the ball,
they trailed.
they coughed it up, and that's Marquez Edge, the fumble return for the touchdown. And Riverside coach Asim Miguel going, yeah, man, that Tarboro team is good. Second time Pamlico touched the ball, they moved down the field, but then they coughed it up again, and then it would be Jaquez Edge. Watch this run by the big boy. He's not only big, he's fast, and whoop, you can't bring him down. He goes all the way, and Jeff Craddock, he was pumped up, flexing his muscles, just like his Tarboro team. Then Clifton Joyner, he's going to take it in from 5 yards out, and the route was on in the first quarter. The Canes lining up behind Snoopy and Woodstock to get some psychiatric help. They got beat down so bad. Then it's Jaquez Edge, whoops, right over for
big
one
boy.
touchdown. Tori Nowell says, boys, this was a tough one. We still have a chance to be a small 1A state champ, but Tarboro is the king of the conference. As Edge and company, they get the win 61-0 as they stay undefeated on the season.
And, we've had points of emphasis every week going in. Today was assignment football, trying to stop a great triple option football team. We did that without controlling the line of scrimmage on offense. Obviously, I thought we did that. So I think the difference was, we're just a little too big and strong up front, for tonight, and we just kind of dominated both on the line of scrimmage. This team wants their own stamp on the program, and we've heard that we can't be as good as we were last year, and they take that personal because they think they can be, and so far they're playing like it.
Good game, guys. Tough loss for Pamlico, but look, they got some big games on their schedule still with Newbern and Riverside, while Tarboro, they're hunting history again.
Northside and South Creek both looking for their first Coastal Plains Conference win. It was homecoming night. And Ramia Parker is homecoming queen. Zakia Cherry, homecoming king. South Creek leads 27-0 to start the half. The second half, and Jalen Short scores 34-0. Northside gets on the board. It's James Gotham. He's going to go 59 yards. The two-point conversion makes it 34-8. And Jalen Short, check him out, 75 yards to the house, 41-8, Brian. And they just kept on pounding. South Creek goes on to get the win. 54-8 is the final.
Over the Coastal Conference, undefeated Jacksonville, they had themselves an interesting contest as they took on those flag-helmeted West Carteret Patriots. And we thought this would be a good game between these two. And Jacksonville, the Cardinals, well, they've got two really good running backs. We all know about Sinister Finister, but Graham Brinker is having himself quite the season. Check out number 3. He's going to take the hit and keep on brinkering as he scores once, and then how Brinker again. He also returned the second half second half kickoff for a score. Brinker had 3 TDs, and then you can't forget about Justin Benton. That senior quarterback makes them go as he would score as well, and Jacksonville wins going away 35-3 to stay undefeated on the season. So they keep pace with Havelock. White Oak hosted Havelock Wednesday night. And the opening kickoff in the rain Wednesday evening, they moved it up hoping to avoid the rain. Well, it didn't work because when Havelock came out.
I don't think much really phases those rains.
Well, Camaro Edwards, when you have a name like Camaro, you better run fast. And number 22 does just that. Is that what a Camaro sounds like?
I guess so.
Sound jet fighter? I don't know.
Who knows?
Coach Burr
80
says,
yards.
whatever, man. Let's try to have our own special teams moment. That would lead to another Camaro Edwards touchdown, and the fans braving the rain, they loved it. And then how about Cam Hutchinson sighting number 28 is going to score, and Havelock is going to roll to the easy win, 64-0 over White Oak.
Another undefeated team in there. Northside Jacksonville traveled to Swansboro. This game also earlier in the week on Wednesday. And then number 7, lucky number 7, Notre Andrews. Going to connect with Jaquarius Conley for the score, and
He is just a junior, and they are expecting big things out of him.
Well, big things for sure. Here it comes again, Conley. Watch him down the sidelines. He's going to tiptoe down the sidelines. Look at this, Brian. You could fall over.
Not through the tulips, down the sidelines.
Northside gets the win, 49-0.
All right, we're just getting started here on the Blitz. In our new set. Still kind of weird. We got a roof over our head for once. It's pretty cool. We still have our fans in the stands, so let's go right out to our superior metal structure. Fans in the stands. They're in the greater Faison Calypso area. How did North Duplin do? We're going to find out coming up on the Blitz. Yes. All right, it looks like we have four contenders in the 2A Eastern Carolina Conference. Kinston and Aiden Grifton are going to play tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Meanwhile, Green Central, West Craven, they played tonight in good old Snow Hill. Let's check out the action. These highlights fresh off the presses. And Green Central hoping to have a little home cooking, but it would be West Craven who came out and set the tone early, especially with that defense. Justin Morris, the defensive coordinator, pretty happy about it. Alan Wooten says, I'm not happy about this at all. Here comes Green Central, though, trying on the reverse, but they cough it up. And West Craven is going to recover, and that's going to set them up offensively as they're going to pick up the win 29-6 as they go to the air and get the touchdown, or set up a touchdown right here. 29-6, West Craven, the preseason favorite to win the conference. They do it again with the victory at Green Central. Pretty impressive road win for them.
South Lenore traveled to Washington to take on the Pampac. Both teams looking for their first league win. And we thank Kai Jones for the Kinston Free Press for this video from Wednesday night. Michael Clark going to get things started on the touchdown run. And then Antoine Godley going to pass it to Montrese Selby. It was 50-8 at that point.
Yeah, that was the final, 50-8. There's really no more to say after that, right?
There's not.
All right, there we go.
We
Meanwhile,
wanted 2 scores.
Yeah, okay. How about in the Carolina Conference? Defending champ North Duplin lost its league opener to Lakewood last Friday night, but they were back in action again tonight, and you were there.
Oh, yes, of course, always. No room for error, though, for the Rebels. They hosted Union. Gage Outlaw, number 7, to Armin Anders. But they would, after this great catch, fumble it on the 1. But you know what? William Archer was there. It was actually his first time back. He's at Elon right now. He's confident in his protege. And Outlaw keeps it himself. He runs it in for the score. It was 21-6 North Duplin at half. The Rebels would shut out Union in the second half to win 23-6.
James Keenan off to a really good start in the East Central Conference. They won its first 2 games in conference play. And they got those striped helmets back. That's why, Ariel, I'm telling you. They should have never gone away from the stripes. They hosted neighbor Spring Creek tonight.
And look at this sunset. I know. It was a great start because of just that sunset right there, Brian. I know you're mocking me for it. It's fine.
No, very proud
Carlton Peterson. Just right off the bat. First drive of the game, Peterson in for the score. And their fans were pretty pumped about it. All ages. John Thomas Avent. He's going to find Davion Harris. James Keenan stays undefeated in the conference, winning 62-0. But Brian, they have Wallace Rose Hill, Clinton, and East Duplin to play, not in that order.
Speaking of Wallace Rose Hill, they hosted Midway Wednesday night, and that means Kevin Motzinger.
Do your job!
And Wallace, I mean, they do their job. Cameron Dalrymple, he scores. And Motzinger would just say that the rest of the night. I mean, I don't know what else he wants. They did their job. They just dominated that game. They end up winning
68-0. They're now 2-0 in conference play. In the 3A, 4A Eastern Carolina Conference, you got South Central start of the night, 3-0, but they had a open week. We don't call it a bye, apparently. I got chastised tonight. An open week for South Central. D.H. Conley and New Bern, they were tied for first. The Bears back at Caruso Stadium Wednesday night, and that's where they took on those Vikings. A good start for New Bern as Malik Patrick, the quarterback, the senior quarterback, he's going to keep it, driving right down the field, and Patrick is going to score, and New Bern would go up, but you know, Conley's got this guy. Have you ever heard of him? C.J. Johnson?
Yeah, I think he might be staying in Greenville, going to ECU next year.
We like to call him C.J. 5K because he wears number 5 and he runs for about 5,000 yards every game, or catches them, and there he goes for 80 yards. And then Nick Hamilton's going to go, you know, we like that C.J. 5K so much that we're going to throw a TD pass to him. C.J. 5K had 5 touchdowns in that game against New Bern.
That's normal.
47-14, Conley with the win over New Bern, handing them their first league loss of the year. J.H. Rose, a game back. The Rampants travel to Southern Wayne.
Yeah, this was Wednesday also. And Bryce Bazell, I mean, we've seen so much of this guy out of the backfield, number 30, and he is going to score here, no big deal. J.H. Rose goes on to win. They shut them out. 55-0 was the final for the Rampants.
Okay, we're just getting started here. We've got our Blitz Battle Royale coming up, but first, it's our Blitz Play of the Week. Blitz Play of the Week, and that's going to be our guys from South Creek. Is Demorian Smith breaking 87 tackles to score against Northside in their 47-8 win. More Blitz coming right up. Cousin. So Ken Avent. Time for the Blitz Battle Royale. We had so many games to choose from over the last couple of days, but you know, Farmville has really caught our eye. The Jaguars with those big golden paws, they won their league opener and they hosted North Johnston tonight in what could have been a winnable game for those Jags, and it was a wild game between the two teams. Let's check out Farmville as they would go and score here on the touchdown by Rashay Owens, and they were up 29-21. And hey, coach, I know he's retiring at the end of this season. That made him happy, but here comes North Johnston as he's going to score. Cameron Privette. That makes it a very interesting tied game. So they go for 2, and that's what actually tied it up at 29 apiece. The Jags said, well, we're going to go for it on 4th down and try to win this game, but they are stuffed by that North Johnston defense, and the Panthers would then convert the game-winning field goal, and North Johnston gets the win. to 29. So Greg Payne was there, and we'll hear from him coming up in a little bit about all the excitement that happened right after that contest. Meanwhile, we have preseason league favorite Bedingfield was also in action tonight in that Eastern Plains Conference, and they traveled to Bethel to take on a North Pitt team still looking for its first win. And how about North Pitt? They're getting better and better under Greg Watford. Ramos Lee is going to get the sack of the Bedingfield quarterback. And Coach Watford, he was keeping them scoreless for a while, but then Bedingfield will finally break through. Kedron Parker scores, and then Avery Higgins is going to find Zach Adams deep, and Bedingfield pulls away for the 41-13 win. But North Pitt, hold on, boys. They're getting better under Coach Watford, so hang in there. All right, how about our bonus game? It's Lejeune and Southwest Austin. They played Wednesday night. And Southwest started rolling. B.J. Jordan, he's a transfer from Pender. Look at him go. Number 25 can run. He scored 3 touchdowns when our cameras were there. And Southwest wins 62-0. They're not 4-2 on the year.
I don't know what's worse, you're singing or you're dancing.
It's a tie. Richland starting to get hot. They traveled to Croatan. The Cougs coming off their first win of the year. They also played Wednesday night, and this was a tale of two halves as Richlands would come right out with that single wing spinning around, and Jalen Jefferson, he would score.
But you know what? Lewis Reddick, he has just been so dominant for Croatan this year.
Rallied them from a 20-7 halftime deficit, and then they would come back and they would win it on a David Wallace field goal. 30-28, break up the Cougs. They've won 2 in a row. East Carteret tried to rebound from its 55-9 loss to Southwest Onslow. And this was a wild game as B.J. Frazier, he was hoping his team could keep up with Trask. Well, Drew Doyle is going to find Gio Livingston, and watch Gio. Look at that Gio go. He would score, and they would go up 14-12, and the littlest Mariner fan goes, touchdown. But here comes Trask. Jake Johnson, he's going to keep for 1 score, and the Mariners without Cameron Smith out with that knee injury. Jake Johnson would score again. They go up big and hold on 35-33. They get the victory. And something had to give between Pender and Dixon. Both teams 0-5 to start the game. Well, how about Jermaine Lee for the Bulldogs? He had himself a game. 5 touchdowns for Dixon as they pick up the win by the final of 54-26. Let's update you with the games we've got to worry about here the next couple of days. Tomorrow, don't forget, North Lenore is at Vance, Aiden Griffin at Kinston at 3. Washington County goes to Holmes in Edenton for a 7 o'clock game. And then Tuesday, we start picking up those Tuesday games again. Jones Senior at Riverside, Trask at Richlands, and Pender at Lejeune. And then some interesting games Friday between Conley and Rose. Our favorite Family Unity Bowl renewed. Newbert at South Central. Richlands is going to host Southwest Onslow. Richlands hasn't beat the Stallions since when? 1988, when I was a senior in high school. That's it for now. For Ariel Epstein, I'm Brian North. Thanks for watching The Blitz. We'll see where our set is next week.